Welcome to Robert Loyale, where I show you the ins and outs of graphic design as it pertains to t-shirts, logos, and GIF animation. Today I'm going to show you how to get started with drawing in Illustrator. I'm going to walk you with setting up your custom brushes, also going to explain to you pen sensitivity. Then finally, I'm going to go ahead and draw out an actual sketch that I'm going to put on a t-shirt, which will be available for purchase on my website. So you guys, today will be a very informative tutorial. I hope you guys learned something. If you're new to my channel and I win you over, please go ahead and subscribe. If you like this one, let me know in the comment section. But with that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, you guys, get into this. I got to bring up at least one thing before we can get into this, and that thing is that you have to have a drawing tablet. I'm using a mono-price drawing tablet that you can find off of Amazon. Matter of fact, I'll link it in the description below so you guys can get that. But it's pretty awesome. It comes with hotkeys on the side, so you have like F1, F2, F3. I like to use F4 because it's grouping all my elements together, and F7 because you can save out really quick. So this tablet is pretty awesome, so I wanted to get that out there before we can go into this. But the first thing that we need to do is go ahead and create our document. So 14 by 17, because I'm gonna go ahead and make a t-shirt after this. We're just gonna go ahead and hit create. So I want to open up at least 2 artboards, and the only reason why is because on this left side over here I'll be doing a lot of my sketches, and it'll be rough over here. And then on the right side I'll be using it for like the actual design, putting it in color and stuff like that as well. So the first thing that we got to do is open up our brushes. So mine is already here, but your brush panel, you want to get your brush, and your brush is over here in this panel, and you just click on it like this, or you hit B to bring up your brush, and then you want to open up your brush options. So mine is actually over here on the far right side, so I hit this right here and hit click, and it'll bring it up. But if you don't have this here or anything like that, you can just go to Windows, drop down the brushes, or hit F5, and you can get that as well. I'm gonna pull this out and bring it over here, and what I want to do is show you guys how to actually open up a new brush, or at least make a new brush. So what you have to do is you have to click on this hamburger right here, and once you click on the hamburger, you can get this new brush option. So you hit on this, and then you want to make a calligraphic brush. So now I'm gonna name my brush Tina, because I like to name it Tina. And then here at the size where it says fixed, you want to just go ahead and click on fixed and put it in pressure. So the thing about the pressure sensitivity is whenever you're drawing on your actual tablet, you want to have something that's going to emulate your actual brush strokes. So if I'm drawing hard, I want those thick lines. If I'm drawing soft, I want those thin, narrow lines. So it just pretty much imitates an actual pencil, and that's what you want to have when you're doing this pressure. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on pressure, and I'm going to change the variation of this to like 9 because I want to match the size. So if the size is 9, then the variation has to be 9. I'm gonna go ahead and bring the size up though to like 21. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring this variation up, and as you can see, things kind of change. All right, I think I like that right there. However, you might want it like this if you want, just to have that pinpoint right here, just to let you know this is really soft, this is really hard. So whenever I'm pressing down really hard, this is what I'm gonna get. Whenever I'm just brushing kind of light, this is what I'm going to get here. But if I'm doing it medium size, this is what I'm going to get. And everything in between. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this at 17. I think that looks good. And I'm going to go ahead and OK. And just to show you guys how this works, like I said, I wanted to show you guys pressure. The way that this works is whenever I'm pressing down on this lightly, I'm getting this. Whenever I go in harder, it comes out like that. And because I'm in Illustrator, it actually fixes lines. So I can draw kind of bad, and you see how it like smooths itself out. You can change that if you want, but I actually kind of like to keep this the way this is. If you guys want to learn how to change this, go ahead and leave it in the comment section below, and I'll definitely answer that for you. But I like the way that this moves, so like I can have really thin brush strokes, and if I want to get it like, you know, thick, I just click harder, you know, press a little harder down on my mono price just to get that if I want it. So how well you draw is pretty much depending on you. I can't really tell you a good way of drawing, but I can just give you my methods. I'm not the best drawer in the world either, but I do kind of put something together whenever I get the chance to. The way I go about this is I like to make a lot of rough sketches, and then I go back and fix it up. But I think it's best that you get the shape out there first, or at least what you want to do. It's the idea of what you got. And this is also a good time to say that, you know, a lot of this stuff just starts on paper anyway. So I know it's redundant to do it on paper and then do it again on like the drawing tab. But once you get it on paper, you can definitely figure out what you want to do with it when you get on the drawing tab. I like to carry over like my design principles into this, so I definitely like to make sure that I design half of the design first and then I kind of copy and paste it over to the second half. Therefore, it can be symmetrical to each other because I like symmetry in design. I actually have to have something that looks good together. And the reason is because if I just sketch it out and it looks different on the other side, it doesn't fit right, it's not balanced, it just doesn't work out for me. And it doesn't work out for the people that are trying to buy it either. Now, one thing that I feel like is worth mentioning at this point in time is I have my own personal style as well. So when you see these sketch marks and stuff like that in my design, that's just something that I like to do. Another thing that I noticed about drawing in Illustrator on a drawing tab is that the strokes that you make in Illustrator come out as outlines. They don't come out in fills. So to be able to scale these up and down without losing quality, you have to go into Object, Path, and outline these strokes. And that's pretty much it. So everything else on this design here is just layout and coloring. Like I said, I had this design drawn out already, so I kind of know what I want to do going forward with it. I know I want that star at the bottom, I know I want Aries on the top, and I know I want the 1989 in between. It's just I made this design already, so, and I know I keep preaching draw it out first before you put it on like Illustrator or anything like that, even though you're drawing it on Illustrator. It's just you have to have that in your mind. You have to have that going already. You save so much time as a designer when you have it drawn out already versus trying to figure it out while you're in there. And you guys, that's it. So I always had this deep appreciation for like hand-drawn t-shirts, and it's always been like amazing to me to see that actually happen, and to actually put that together for you guys was amazing in its own. So you guys like this one, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section below. But with that being said, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. So stay amazing, stay creative, but above all else, stay awesome.